allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, the republic for which it
all our members today, Kathy and Greg.
Mike.
I'll make a motion to
Make a
approve.
motion to approve them.
Second.
Up now?
Yep, you're great.
Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion.
Of Beasley?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously. What's the next thing, because I can't find where to sign there. Mooring field and staff report. Austin?
Yeah, good morning. Austin Gilchrist, Town of Fort Myers Beach Harbor Master. Been running, haven't seen you guys. Welcome back, everybody. Everything's been running smoothly so thus far. We've been making changes as far as office, with the new office and things like that. We've been focusing a lot on getting that ready for the opening day. Pump outs have died off in the last month. I know over the last 2 to 3 months, we've been running about 5 to 10 pump outs a day. We have had no issues with the boat. Everything's on scheduled maintenance as accordingly. We are showing a slowdown in requested pump outs from outside of the field, whether it be the marinas or in the Anchorage field. A lot of those people have fallen off in requesting pump outs. So I've been communicating with the Lee County Sheriff's Department, Coast Guard, and I've also made a call to DEP as far as trying to figure out how to regulate MSD pump outs in our area for outside of the field, as far as our marinas and having other entities come in and check marinas and verify pump out schedulings and stuff in those marinas as well. We've gotten a few complaints from residents about odors in the canals that we've been investigating. I know we've done water samples and things like that as well, but it hasn't shown any influx of anything any waste coming out of our area. Other than that, we've been pushing forward for dye tabs and things like that and getting some kind of surveillance system going to know that when people are discharging in the water, it shows up and it can be recorded. Other than that, we've been pushing forward with training. We've had, I think, 2 more divers we've had trained, one open water, and then we've had one go into advanced for helping out with servicing in the field. We do utilize different divisions to help us out with that, so we are training other divisions in the town to help us out in the mooring field. We have ordered new buoys for around our mooring field. Our yellow special purpose buoys we've changed the design of them from the can buoys to more of a top hat style buoys. That's going to cut down on the growth that we've been experiencing with the can buoys that we have. What we have now is growth going down and the weight drags them down. With the system that we ordered now, it has less surface area on the water, so it just less growth. And they'll be easier to clean other than having to submerge a diver down to clean them. We can just turn them on their side and scrape them from now on other than having to go down and do it. All the lines and all of the helix coils are going to be replaced as well with those special purpose buoys. We are having another project that we're putting together for the seagrass area at the south end of the island. We've got to refurbish those buoys as well. As soon as we're done with the systems in this field here, we'll be shifting our focus on the south end of the island and getting that up to what it needs to get to as well. Moving forward with that, we have hired a couple new staff as far as our maritime division goes. We're going to focus more on customer service than what has been in the past. With this new office, we're hoping to create a welcoming point for the island to people coming on the island by vessel. So that's our main goal right now, is to getting this together as far as a welcoming center for the people of the mooring area and anybody coming in by boat. I would like to introduce.
Before you jump there,
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to make it very clear that what town council approved our contract with Matanzas, because we still hold a contract with Matanzas, it'll go into effect October 1st, is that we are leasing these amenities from Matanzas. So the 2 shower bathroom combo units, the laundry room, the Harbor House unit, we are leasing from them. We don't own it. They're leasing. We pay a monthly fee, and that is what was approved. And it, again, we pay that monthly fee to Astoria Bay Hotel, DBA Matanzas,
Not Harbor House. We pay it to Matanzas because they're the owners of the unit.
of the unit at Harbor House. Yes. So we have that contract with them. We are just taking over the administrative side of it.
Bob Beasley, how long is that lease for? Is it
I believe it was a 3, like all of our other contracts, a 3 with
3-year
2.
on the whole package?
3 years with 2 one-year renewals, and then I believe it was we put a 90-day out clause for either party. Then also to that point, we are only. It was agreed that we only have 3 months worth of dockage there at Matanzas, so Austin is actively looking for dockage space for our pump out boat. Worst case scenario, we pull it every day. So, but that is something that is part of our agreement with Matanzas.
Any potential at the new dinghy dock at Bayside to keep that boat there?
That's at least a year plus out.
Okay.
We definitely have immediate needs that we have to meet, so.
Yeah, so thus far, we've checked with marinas in the area. We're working on price points with the marinas. A lot of them aren't set up to harbor boats this size as far as how small they are. Usually they charge by the foot, bringing in larger sailboats and stuff like that. So it's just kind of a hard adjustment trying to get a vessel that size into anywhere without costing the business in revenue. So it's that kind of the hurdle I'm up against right now.
Matanzas didn't want to lease us a la carte on their
Only
canal dock.
only 3 months worth, which gets us right to peak season, January 1st. So, and that's fine. You know, we understand there's a desire for
They want to keep that for
dockage.
their customers.
Yes. So, as part of taking these administrative services in-house, like Austin was starting to say, we do have office hours that we have to hold. Limited office hours, 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 12 noon is what we're starting out with. And in order to fulfill those needs, we have hired 2 part-time staff, as well. Austin will be sharing his time in the mooring field. We'll be evaluating this over the next year, looking at the needs and wants of the boating community and services that we provide. Who's your team?
Yeah, so after we've been doing a couple interviews and stuff like that, we did bring over a gentleman from the beach division to come help us out. He has helped us out for quite a bit now, and he felt like he wanted to come over and try to grow with the maritime. So, Patrick, if you want to come on up and introduce yourself, bud.
Who's talking to the mic? Identify yourself.
My name's Patrick Zamorano. I've been with the town of Fort Myers Beach for 16 months, and as soon as we opened up this kind of like division and opening and everything, I thought it would be nice for me to continue to keep growing with the town. I thought it was an awesome opportunity for me to step up and the team.
You'll be seeing Patrick on at least one of the weekend days, and then Austin with the field maintenance, and then.
And we also hired Matthew
Welcome,
Ball.
Patrick.
We also hired Matthew Ball. He's experienced with what we're doing as well. He came from another marina on the same grant that we're on as far as the pump out boat and stuff like that. So this is Matthew.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Matthew Ball. I'm from Bradenton, Florida, where I worked in a marina before moving here. So I'm excited to bring in new ideas and eager to work mooring field to make it the best we can.
Welcome.
So we have worked out October 1st, we officially take over the administrative services side. So this past month, Francis has been gracious in allowing us to start to prep those facilities, get everything in line and in order. I know staff have some training on the DACWA system this week. Skill sets, operational items, we got it under control. We've had it under control for countless years now. So, but the administrative side, it'll definitely be new. I will be down there helping with the transition, facilitating that the first couple days. Is there any questions with regards to the transition?
Who will be running the radio, the VHF contact?
Yeah, we have a VHS system set up in there. We are
Oh,
running
okay.
we're running a wire now, so we will be
Alright.
able to operate a VHF system out of the office there. It's set up behind our desk right now, so anybody running the office will be in contact with people in the field.
Same software, same everything, you're just moving over.
Yes, exactly. So it should be a very easy transition, having already implemented DACWA. Like I said, it's just getting staff trained on it. Pretty familiar with it. Like I said, I'll be down there a couple days to just help staff learn the system, but it'll be a seamless transition. And we're looking forward to growing and learning over the next year.
Are Patty and Penny available for support for a little while during the transition, or that's right now?
That's essentially right now. But our support would be through DACWA, through our account representative. That's who Penny and Patty reach out to if they have issues with the system. So, but technology-wise, office-wise, like I said, it'll be limited hours. And then we are working on the fob system for the restrooms. We have controlled access of those.
Bob, will it keep track of the individual person that's assigned?
Just like we have here at Town Hall, if I hit this fob on that door,
Chelsea,
it says Chelsea.
good.
Just to be clear, so the restroom, shower, and all that will be where they always have been?
Yes,
Matanzas?
yes.
Okay.
If we have plumbing issues, we contact Matanzas. It's just like a landlord tenant. We're working through the paperwork. Again, Doug and Chris have been great this transition, understanding, willing to help out in any way they can. Being issues, resolving those pretty quickly, so we do have the full support of Matanzas.
I didn't quite understand. What happens if somebody comes in at 4 o'clock and ties up? They just come in the next morning to check in?
Well, they should have reached out through DACWA ahead of time, but staff will be doing checks before when they get there in the morning and then right before they leave. So we'll be able to stay up on it. Of course, through the DACWA app, we can access it from anywhere. I get every single time somebody requests a notification, I get a text. So I've been monitoring the timing and things like that. And that's something we can assess, you know, are people coming in the afternoons where maybe we need to shift some of the office hours. So those are all things that we'll be reviewing throughout the year and making as needed.
Staff report?
I wanted to add one other thing. I did hear back from the Florida Boating Improvement Program. We applied for a grant for the construction of the expansion. We will be awarded that funding. Waiting for the official letter, but I did receive a call from the program administrator. We have hit a slight hiccup in the permitting side with DEP. A pretty big conference call a month ago. I think we've resolved the issues that were raised. I want to talk about those. Call me, we can tell you what those issues were. But we're hoping that we should have the submerged land lease document imminent. It should be imminent. It should be coming, you know, in the next couple weeks. So, first we have to have that DEP land lease before we could be awarded the grant.
The grant come with an expiration date if we decided not to go immediately on construction?
I believe so, yes. The funds have to be used within a set time frame. Of course, once we receive the official document of award, notice of award, I will let you know.
It'll be up to council whether they want to, or time to start.
And then the next, so just so you all are aware, the process with that is we would get the grant executed. Once it's fully executed is when we could start work, but that work would have to be bid out. And then it would go through the typical ITB process. Review the bids, go to the low bid, take it to council for approval of award of construction, forth. So it's a lengthy.
How many months is the bid out?
Bid at a minimum has to be out for 30 days.
On to upland service provider, or have we already covered that pretty much?
Yes and no.
Anything
So
else?
council did give direction to review those properties. We're still reviewing the properties. I'm actually going to have a conference call with the Mark Kincaid with Coastal Engineering. They're the ones doing the review of the properties. And we should be having a conference call here with him in the next week or two, hoping to make an update either to you all or back to council October or November timeframe. We want council get through budget and all of the normal proceedings, contracts and stuff.
Is the pink shell still a prospect? Because as far as I could tell, the property was pending. Would you like an update on, would you like me to call the realtor and find out the tentative closing date or any other information on
If
that?
you'd like to do that, yes, and then you can let us know. You know, we're limited with,
Just let you know.
yeah, that'd be great. I know you all have received a lot of emails from me. If you're interested in helping out with this transition with these offices, reach out to Austin. We'd love, for you guys to be a part of this transition. You guys did help make this happen. We are going to have a soft opening on October 1st, of course, because that's the first day we'll be in the office. But hopefully once we get everything in order, we can have like an official grand opening. I'll see some Facebook postings and go out. Austin will be notifying the boaters in the field. We did share it on their Facebook cruisers group of the location of the new office. So everything that Matanzas is doing now, we just want to take it over October 1st.
Anything else on that? We'll skip the next one. No. Strategic planning review and communication plan. That's the updating our goals and forth.
And
I wasn't prepared to be the chair on that one today.
well, so considering council has given direction on the change of the upland service provider, this is something I have no problem setting up a work session for you all at your next meeting, kind of a roundtable discussion. If you guys want to work on updating that plan, considering plans changed, it's a working, breathing document. We can do that if that's what the committee so chooses.
I think since now that we have some direction that we should do that, do we need to motion that or just instruct you to do that
Just,
for next meeting? We'll
as-
put on, maybe we'll put on the agenda for next meeting.
Exactly, perfect.
Called planning session.
Roundtable discussion, yeah.
Anything else on that?
Ask a question. Well, when is that coastal engineering report, when is that going to be complete?
Like I said, I'm scheduling a conference call with them shortly, in the next week or so. And I have to speak to the town manager and find out timeline, what he would like. Understanding that the Harbor House is got to meet the need contractual obligations with the submerged land lease and the state. But that council gave clear direction to look at these other sites. I can give you an update at the next meeting with regards to a timeline. Of course, we'll keep this committee apprised of or any update.
Any questions or comments on what we've already been through? Okay, members items. Go first.
Pardon?
Ted, any members items?
No, nothing for me.
Tom? Nothing? None for me other than welcome aboard Matthew and Patrick. Thanks for working.
One other thing, I know those that were up for renewal have all submitted their applications. I believe those go to town council, first meeting in October. So those are, in case you do want to come to the meeting, you're more than welcome to, but your advisory committee ups, I guess you could call it, the
I don't have anything. Go on to setting the next meeting agenda. According to my calendar, it looks like October 20th. Wednesday is October 20th, 9 a.m. And we'll keep the agenda the same and add on the round table for strategic planning. Any motion on that? Just
we're good.
okay. Does anybody have any other items
Quick
in
today.
this World Book of Records here? I hear a motion for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll be the second.
All in favor? Aye.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. That was good.
If you guys have any ideas or what I'm looking for is pictures on the island. When these people come in by water, I want every picture in that office to be somewhere on this island that they can look at and go where that's at. And then a kind of a preview of what this island holds for the people that's never been here, so they kind of have an idea of what's on, what we have here. Whether it be Mound House, whether it be Newton Park, whether it be Bowditch, whatever, Lynn Hall, just all the prime spots. If you guys ever come across any pictures, whether it be hanging in a restaurant or anything like that, if you could just give me a text or let me know. I'm looking for just even the old pictures of like the old arches or any